What's going on, guys? Welcome to the FPS channel, and welcome to episode 3 of my Borderlands Let's Play. Today we got some really exciting NPC news, and first I just want to go ahead and take a second to thank Zenki for giving me this opportunity to post to this channel. I'm really excited, and but yes, let's just get right into it. So like I said, we got some NPC information on Borderlands 2, and so let's go ahead and get started. So let's start with Handsome Jack, which is the main antagonist in Borderlands 2. He has taken over the Hyperion Corporation and declared himself dictator of Pandora. He stole all the credit for finding the vault, going as far as claiming responsibility for killing the Destroyer. And as you guys remember or know, that the Destroyer is the main boss guarding the vault in the original Borderlands. And so for him to take credit for killing the Destroyers, probably making him kind of famous. Plus, I mean, he's the dictator, so you'll probably be seeing like posters or something like that of him all over. People are probably going to be talking about him all over Pandora. So yeah, I have a feeling he's going to be very, very prominent in the story, given that he is the main antagonist. But yeah, so the new Borderlands team is tasked with killing Jack and restoring peace to Pandora. So there's a little bit different story, well, obviously there's a different story to Borderlands 2, but there's a different main objective to Borderlands 2. I know Borderlands 1, you were looking for the vault, and that was pretty much all you cared about, and you were like, okay, where's this vault? I want to get in it. I want to get all the cool stuff. But I don't think Borderlands 2 is 200 years into the future, like just because I know in the original Borderlands it said something about like the vault can only be opened every 100, 200 years. I can't remember if it was 100 or 200, but anyways, it was a long time. And given that the 4 playable characters from Borderlands 1 will be returning as NPCs in Borderlands 2, I don't think it's been 100 to 200 years. As well as Patricia Tanis, which is the key holder. She is responsible for holding the key. She's an NPC in Borderlands 2 as well, so I don't think this is too far into the future. I think that this is actually just going to be pretty close to a follow-up of Borderlands 1, and this might mean that there's a Borderlands 3. Don't take my word on that. I can't confirm that, but that may mean that there's a Borderlands 3 where you can go open the vault again, or and actually finally get into the vault. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is like 200 years into the future, and we do get to open the vault this time. I'm not sure, but regardless, so your main objective in this game is to kill Handsome Jack and not to search for the vault. But so yeah. Let's go ahead and continue. Jack has placed a stationary moon base in the shape of an H between Pandora and Pandora's stationary moon, and it acts as a homage to his ego as well as a supply base from which he can send supplies and troops down to Pandora. So there will be a lot of airdropping in this game for the enemies. The satellite also has a lens that allows Jack to keep an eye on the players at all times. Whereas Handsome Jack can keep an eye on you the whole time. And I saw some Borderlands 2 gameplay on E3, and you could kind of see like Handsome Jack and Claptrack's little profile picture, I guess you could call it, I don't know, pop up in the top right corner of the screen or top left corner of the screen, and they would start talking to you and stuff. So Handsome Jack will definitely be very prominent throughout the story. Like I said, he is the main antagonist, so that's probably the way it should be. But he'll be talking to you a lot, probably making you mad, I don't know. And but yeah, so this looks really, really cool. And whereas his home base, where he's stationed, is in space, unless he comes to you, this gives me some reason to believe that we may actually be going into space. Jack can fire robots and crates down to the surface of Pandora to reinforce his defensive and offensive units. Objects launched from the moon base will damage anything they land on. So what this is telling me that we are going to be having interactive environment, kind of like Battlefield. And some more proof of that is the Arctic Bullymong, which is one of the enemies that you will be fighting, and it is a six-limbed gorilla-like creature that will dynamically pick up objects or rip up bits of scenery and then throw them at the player. So this is really cool. They're putting in the environment to be interactive and animated into the game with the NPCs, and I think that's a really good move. It's really going to get us more involved into the scenery of this game. So I'm excited to see how they do that. There's also a Crystalisk, which is a large, heavily armored quadruped, or quadruped. Sorry, I don't know why I said pewed. Quadruped, whose only weak spots are hidden behind destructible patches of crystals on their feet. These things look really cool and really beastly. I saw some gameplay of these. You actually have to shoot the weak spot until it becomes weak, and then you have to shoot the weak spot again to damage it, and the weak spot grows back into strong spots that you have to re-break off. So this is a really cool dynamic enemy that I'm really looking forward to seeing and fighting. Skags are returning, and then Marudro Bandits. So bandits are back, but these are a little bit different. They are a large thug who makes intelligent use of cover, retreating to find allies when significantly damaged. How they retreat might be something stupid like running out in the open. I'm not sure on that, but these do seem to be a little bit smarter and bigger than the bandits that we're used to. We also have surveyors, which are floating Hyperion bots who can quickly restore, even destroy ally robots, even destroyed ally robots to full health and summon more robots as they fray. So these look pretty mean. I don't think they necessarily have an attack themselves, so they shouldn't be too much of a problem. But the fact that they can restore damaged robots and to full health, that's pretty nuts. I mean, if you just got done fighting a huge robot that was a huge problem for you, and you got downed a couple times, and then the surveyor comes along and just ups it, that that might be the end of it, right there, and you'll die and have to redo that. So the surveyor, it might be something more strategic where you're gonna have to kind of pick your battles and say, okay, I need this surveyor taken down first, so you go take out that surveyor while me and whatever your partner's name is take out this robot, because if we take out the robot first, the surveyor's just gonna come over and pop it alive. So that'll be really interesting. It looks like the game's getting a lot more strategic. And then they also have nomads, which are slow Rotown bandit sporting a large metallic shield that protects its entire body, and nomad torturers have a midget tied to their shields. That sounds pretty gruesome, I'm not gonna lie, but it sounds like the nomads are gonna be pretty interesting. They've got the huge shield, kind of like a riot shield, so you're gonna have to find your way around it. That's where Zero will come in handy, is for nomads. And then they've got some threshers, and it's a worm-like creature that is fought in vehicles and can be open more parts of the map. Threshers will vary greatly in size, from vehicle-sized creatures to towering monstrosities. So you could be driving along and just have, just a little one that you can run over, no problem. And then the next one you come is all of a sudden like some huge thing from Lost Planet. I don't know if you guys ever played that, but some of the enemies in that were ridiculously huge, and they were definitely something to fight. They've got a Varkid, which is a small flying insectal creature that can grow into large dangerous creatures if not swiftly dealt with. So it looks like they're throwing in some enemies that have to be sped killed, otherwise they will turn into a bigger problem than they already are. And then it looks like there's just 2 more enemies, and they have a destructor bot, which is able to both build and destroy. They have the ability to literally construct new foes on the field and can also aggressively defend themselves. So these look pretty beastly. And for our last NPC that we're going to cover today is the loader. Hyperion robots that will continue to fight even with their limbs have been shot off. The upper torso of the loader, with its lower torso blown off, will even crawl to its lower half to reattach it and continue to fight. So there's a bunch of different types of loaders that'll do different things, and then they're equipped with different things. But we're out of time today. I hope you enjoyed the information, and next time we'll probably be talking about some vehicles and or more NPCs. Go ahead and check out my channel. The link will be in the description and an annotation. And make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the FPS channel. I'll be back next Tuesday with some more Borderlands 2 info. And make sure you check out some of our other videos. We've got a lot of great FPS. And I'll see you next week.